Alrighty, everybody, you are unmuted and you are streaming to the internet, just so you know.
Awesome.
Okay, let's cut the music, because then that cuts over us, and you want to hear us and our lovely voices as we say things at you. For anybody who has no idea what's going on or who we are, which is, everyone, no one knows what we're doing here. I am the Bardic Knock, or Matthew Knock, or Matt, or, that ginger British person who sometimes does stuff.
Everything Doctor Who wanted to be.
I answer to all of these things. Yes, first of all, apologies for the delay. My camera decided to be stupid, and that's why I'm on low quality cameras. Sad times. But it doesn't matter, because everything's low quality, because we're dealing with bad British internet. So, enjoy. First of all, welcome. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great day, because that matters, because we care about you. Yes, you specifically, George. Hope you're doing okay. I really hope one time we get one viewer called George who has no idea that's coming up. I'm so excited for the day that happens. Anyhow, we are going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons, specifically the 3.5 edition, because that's the only edition I know very well. So, this way I can pretend I know the rules and go, no, that's how it works. So, without further ado, I am your Dungeon Master. I tell people what's going on, and when I get bored, I kill them. Hasn't happened yet, so fingers crossed. Let's go around and everyone introduce ourselves. Don't blink. Who are you?
Yeah, I am Don't Blink. I play Vako, the very charismatic and mysterious sorcerer.
It's actually been quite interesting as Vako's slowly coming out of his subdued shell. We're actually getting to see that Vako's pretty scary.
Little by little, yeah.
Just throws magic around and burns up all kinds of shit. It's fun. It's gonna be great.
It takes him a while to get out of his shell. Now that he's used to everybody at the party.
Speaking of getting used to people in the party, probably the last member to join this group, that would be Rebecca and their lovely Primrose. So, Rebecca, who is Primrose? What's a Primrose? Who are you?
Oh, okay. I feel interrogated all of a sudden. I'm Rebecca. I'll be playing the half-orc bard Primrose, who likes to cling to the cleric at all times.
Everybody loves the cleric.
I especially love the cleric very much.
Yeah.
But not for healing purposes.
No, it's not. Boobs are awesome.
Emotional healing.
That too.
I will second the motion that boobs are awesome.
I have no opinion on this, but I'm sure that everyone else
come on, Matt.
does.
Even gay guys can appreciate that boobs are awesome.
I mean, to me, they're kind of just like lumps of fat that sit on a body part. They're not really my jam. But
Exactly, they're built-in pillows.
Awesome, and you be into that. So
Okay, I'll be into it for you.
You can be into it
built
for
in
me,
pillows.
TJ, so that you now have permission to like them twice as much.
Okay, good.
That's why there's
I'm going to need that in written form.
Yep, I'll print up a legal document. It'll be great.
This British gay guy has given me permission to love your boobs too much.
Believe it or not.
With that segue, that's a perfect way to introduce yourself, Cody.
Yes, my name is Kid. I am the human fighter / sorcerer. Kid is 16 and we're, believe it or not, asexual. But at the same time, he may be one of the more, I don't want to say mature, but pissed off leads to making good decisions a lot. And we'll be seeing a bit of that today. I was absent last week, but I tuned in, and I know exactly what it is I need to be pissed off about.
Mm. And
That's good, because I forgot last week entirely.
One of the people who may or may not have accidentally, triggered Kid, that'd be you, TJ, wouldn't it?
I don't know. We'll find out. All I did was try and save Keldor's ass from getting more holes poked in it, but who knows?
Yeah.
And
TJ,
I did that.
Segue to
Well,
introduce yourself. Damn it, TJ.
yeah, I found it right as you helped me pick it up off the floor there. It was great. Yeah, my name's TJ, and I'll be playing Flick the Halfling Rogue.
And our other two players are absent currently. I think Archer told me why he's not here, but I don't remember. He's probably doing a thing. I think he said family thing. I don't know, could be anything. I like to imagine he's off on his own real-life quest, and right now he's, like, smacking goblins upside the head.
I like to imagine that he had to go in and get his southern drawl tuned up. Every 6 months, you gotta.
No problem.
Yeah. Every 6 months, you gotta take it into a registered mechanic.
I think that's exactly what has happened. And
That's not be a problem.
And Blake has just mentioned me. Blake is being a very good friend to somebody and helping them get their vehicle out of state, so he is also not joining us. We just got him back, and then he's, real life. It's a bitch. It's why we all put on voices and pretend to be other people for these couple of hours every week. So, without further ado, well, no, I lie. There's going to be a little bit further. Because I didn't say welcome to the party, so that's where we are. It's this channel. They have a Twitter. It's Welcome Party RPG. It's probably somewhere down there. They also have a Discord. Check that stuff out. And there's some really cool stuff. If you're particularly kind-hearted, you can even give money to them, and stuff happens. Hey TJ, what stuff happens when you give money to this pretty cool group of people / company, organization? Collaborative, imaginative effort.
Discord.
I think usually confetti falls from the ceiling. I don't think it matters where you are. I think confetti just appears above you and falls from the ceiling.
I can confirm.
So that's one of the first benefits. And then when you wake up from your excitement-induced haze, you'll realize that you've just subscribed to the most awesome channel on Twitch. Because here on Welcome to the Party, they don't just offer our lovely channel. They offer a whole bunch of D&D related channels, and not all of them are 3.5. We've got a little panoply going on. So if we're not quite scratching your itch, I mean, not possible. But if that were to happen, we would suggest you check out some of the other people who broadcast off this channel as well. Castle Mac, for example, is the one we may be rating after this, because we usually are, and I don't think the schedule's changed that much. And some of the benefits that you could see if you wanted to join us and become a subscriber to the channel are subscribers alone, without even having to donate, get to give a free crit to a player of their choice, if I can remember what I'm talking about for a second. And if you wanted to donate to the channel, you could go all the way up to giving a free crit success or fail to a player or DM of your choice in any game on the channel. And if you wanted to get more into it than that, you could actually go all the way up to influencing our very character sheets by adding +1 to a stat of your choice, or inserting a character into the game by creating an NPC of your choice. One that Matt will have to jury rig in there somehow. Now, if I've put everybody to sleep, let's continue with the game.
That is exactly what we will do. We will jump right on in to where we left off, which, if I just move the screen over a little bit so anyone who's watching knows what's going on. Keldor and Flick. Well, Keldor and then Flick following You had just moved aside this rather large-looking, somewhat conspicuous stone, which seemed to be blocking a secret passageway, and following down this very tight, cavernous passageway. It hasn't been forgotten the word. Don't care. Fuck it. Make up my own. It hasn't been stonified and had nice stone slabs put up like every other tunnel and room you've been down. And as you got down there, you came across a pack of wargs and two rather large-looking white wolves, which, well, for one, they seem capable of human intellect and speech. That's the word, you know, making the talkings, doing words. And yes, the final thing that was said as Keldor was about to very quickly go, nope, was, "You followed me." And as this rather large, all-white wolf, which seems to emanate a coldness from her breath, said words. That's the correct one.
Spake.
As it spake, Keldor decided to start moving back and going, nope! And so that's where we will continue. Keldor has put his hands up and said, nope to nopes. Everyone else, how are you reacting to this?
Hiding behind Keldor.
Are you saying nope to nopes and moving out?
Oh yeah,
of this?
well that's how we the point we ended exactly on last time was me and Keldor had both said nope, we'll be leaving now, and started backing away down the tunnel before anybody else could come down.
Did I have you make a spot check before you left there last time?
I don't think so, and I don't see one.
Then
in
make
our
me a spot check,
history
please.
Here. Okay, I can do that. This didn't have my character sheet open. Hold on a second.
While he's doing that, the people are
Rebecca,
Not
you
good.
saying something?
absolutely not. Just to say, while he's pulling up his sheet, those of us out in the hallway, I'm not sure, like, will we be able to even hear anything, or?
You'd hear it. This is not remotely, it's not hidden. This wolf seems to speak very, very loudly. So, you'll have heard that. You'll have heard the stone scraping open. You'd have heard Keldor very audibly going, nope!
You recognize this wolf, correct?
Yes, you recognize one of them.
Okay. Has Keldor made it all the way out of the thing yet, or is this just
Yes,
going
I was
right
saying
after?
He has very much walked out. He's gone, I'm not dealing with this. I do not want to fight these things.
Okay. Kid is going to walk forward confidently.
Of course. Okay.
Okay, Kid, you're taking it upon yourself to go and speak to these intelligent wolves.
Yes, could you describe the scene for me?
Oh, gladly. It's almost like that's what I am supposed to be doing here. You walk down this quite tight, cavernous hallway. You also notice for the first time that, oh, this is not been masoned. This isn't nice worked stone. This is raw earth. This is, you know, like a recently
Damn, this tunnel hasn't been stonified.
Pardon?
Damn, this tunnel hasn't been stonified.
No.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
And as you make your way through it, you come across this scene, which is, it's quite nice and it seems to be spreading out in various different directions. Not excessively. It's a very raw, new tunnel. In fact, you can even make out a few pieces of mining equipment laying around. If you would make a spot check for me.
Certainly. Let me get him out. Here it comes. Here comes the spot check. And if I can move it, there we go. Spot check.
Ooh,
Negative wisdom. Don't fail me
16.
now.
Yeah. You definitely see what Flick didn't. Tucked away in one of the back corners of this room is a rather large and enticing looking pile of various coins and some gems and a few other bits and pieces.
Okay, Kid has done the mental math. And I do see all of the wolves and wargs and whatnot.
Yes, you can logically assume that since some of these wargs seem to have injuries of sorts, some look like they've been hit with a chain, some look like they've been shot with crossbow bolts, you can assume these are the same wargs you were fighting earlier, and they seem to have made their den here under the protection of the rather matriarchal-looking large white wolf and her packmate, who, as of thus far, has not addressed you.
Good morning. My name is Kid the Dark Horse. I am a mercenary for hire. I have come to offer my service to great creatures such as yourself. And I would also like to let you know, my going rate is 5 gold per foot of height. And should you go right now, I will feel free to throw in the I have slightly injured your kids discount.
Can I make a grapple check on Kid to kind of like pull him out of there? Is that possible? I don't want to see him as wolf food.
Can I hide further behind Keldor?
You can hide even more behind Keldor. Okay, Kid. You need to roll something, and I'm just trying to decide what to make you roll, because I'm
Spontaneous
you're
combustion
the truth,
check?
aren't you?
Oh yeah, I'm 100% telling the truth.
Okay, can you roll me a diplomat 15?
Yep, it's been done.
What do you roll to see if someone can kill you with a stare?
The matriarch of this pack, it does that dog thing, it kind of just tilts its head and goes, hmm? Kind of pauses and looks and goes, I don't get it. What?
Oh, it's very simple. Very clearly, you two and the rest of you are wealthy people. But I can't possibly imagine anything that you would do with such gold. I mean, it's not like you could take it into town and trade it. So I can only assume that you would use it to pay for the services of beings such as myself, who are not only capable at the service that they provide, but are also very willing to work for, as I said, a very small stipend.
Out of curiosity, during that, when you are making reference to their wealth, do you gesture and emphasize that you have seen the collection of money over in the corner?
Yes, although I am very, very sure to make sure that I am assuring them that it belongs to them.
Yes, okay. Huh. Yep. Yeah, she kind of looks at you again. She then turns her head and looks over to the pile of gold and goes, this is not mine. What use have I for shiny metal and pretty rocks? These were here.
Oh,
when I
well, these
arrived.
can be used. These can be exchanged for goods and services.
This wolf is trying to figure something out.
The service is like not eating you?
So, you're telling me these bits of trinkets can be used to buy things such as food and shelter?
Oh, certainly. Pretty much any intelligent creature that understands that you are there entirely to barter with these things would be more than happy to offer whatever they have in exchange. It's a nearly universal currency.
And where would I go to exchange these things for such services and goods?
Well, in addition to the service I provide, there is a town not too far away that apparently is really good at taking in monstrous wolf-headed people. That may perhaps think twice before the normal habit that we two-leggers do of attempting to attack you on sight. Thanks in part to the guy who ran screaming out with piss running down his legs.
Is this going to be a running thing where we just like smack the characters that their players aren't here around a little bit and then see what happens when they come back?
I
think
mean-
so. I think it's fine.
Kid's not incredibly charismatic, but goddamn does he know business.
So I can never be away from a game or I'm going to wake up with Flick's clothes full of rats.
This wolf kind of looks and goes, and how does one go about earning more at this? Because these trinkets are not mine nor my pack's. They were merely here when we arrived. If we see it, can we just take it?
That's
No,
a big
because they're
negative unless you
mine.
want- Oh, no, I mean,
Like whispering to kid.
like here.
They were just
Flick,
here.
Flick, come here.
Hey, no,
Flick, come here.
I kind of edge my way out slowly from behind Keldor, and then like edge along. Like I'm like hiding along the edge of the wall, like it's gonna do something. Like, and then I slowly creep up, like keeping Kid between me and them.
Okay.
See, this
Okay,
bite-sized
I'm here.
hunted man has quite a bit of knowledge in acquiring yet more gold, and he would be like, would be very willing to fill you in on the best method towards doing that. But if I had to make a suggestion, this cave that you guys are in doesn't necessarily belong to you as written on paper. It actually belongs to a team of dwarves who would probably be more than happy to have someone around willing to guard their stuff.
Oh, can you make another diplomacy check there for me?
I can certainly try.
Technically, it's all ours.
My character's just shaking his head at all this.
Okay, thankfully for you, since diplomacy is mainly a competed skill, this wolf rolled real shit. So when you have pointed out that she has no legal claim to this, she actually goes, "Oh, I was unaware such a thing existed. Civilization is complex and beyond my basic understanding from living wild for many, many years."
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's pretty hard to understand sometimes. There's a lot of ins and outs. There's a lot of things to know, but that's okay. We'll just you kept it nice and warm for us. You kept anybody else from getting to it. We really appreciate it actually. I'd even say that we should probably give you guys a little bit of this just for keeping it so nice and safe for us.
Oh, no. From what your companion, the Dark Horse, has explained,
Indeed.
Doing such a thing is not. That would not be ours. And as far as I can understand, that is not an acceptable action for a member of the pack you call society to do. I'm just curious.
Flick is kind of hanging out from behind Kid, and his jaw is just ever going further down to the floor. What?
Now, if someone could suggest a way for us to earn some of this ourselves, I mean, we can't just go and take it from others, can we?
Well, if you really wanted to, you could. There's a lot of people who just
So this
do
is
that,
mine
but
then now, because I want it.
Certainly. I never believed it wasn't yours up until you said so. Tell you what, though, this is the point where we can definitely do some exchange of goods and services, put into practice what we've discussed. if you would be willing to part with what you have, I can offer you the location of, well, the last known location of a very large herd of Brantas, spotted only a day or so ago. And with your keen sense of smell, you should be able to track them down, no worries.
Brantas make good meat.
Certainly. And they're huge, so you'd be able to feed all the rest of these guys as well. Speaking of which, talk to the terrified woman on the way out, and maybe she can patch up some of those scratches they got.
Oh no, they're fine. They'll get better in time. I just had a thought. We probably wouldn't need all the Branta meat if we were to go and, brutally attack and destroy that herd. Then any meat we didn't use, could we perhaps exchange that for some of these trinkets?
Now this is the point where I talk to you about farming. And this is where Kid's going to go and basically talk to them about, this is a sustainable thing of allowing certain things to live and therefore be able to procreate and create more things in exchange for time. We have put so much society into these wolves today.
Flick has sunk down to a sitting position on the side of the cavern trail, and he's watching this like you're teaching a 2-year-old to debate philosophy, and he's just slowly drinking the last of the alcohol that Unst gave him last night while doing so.
With that, the wolves go, tell us the location, and you can have this much trinket. That's a fair amount, yes. We have no concept of what each thing is worth.
Yes, this much is a great amount. And I'm going to direct them to Zindrix because as a druid, she would probably be more than happy to facilitate the art of predation and would probably keep better maps.
Yeah, okay. So, with that, you've given them basic directions. They're gonna slowly file out and go and converse with Zindrix. Zindrix is gonna do druid things, and they will calmly and collectively leave the mine.
All right then.
Well, that was
Sweet.
easily handled.
Hooray for
Hey,
non-violence!
Flick, can you come here for a sec?
And they have left that entire pile of treasure behind if you want to go and check it out.
Awesome. Hey, Flick, can you come here for a sec?
Yeah. What now?
Do not ever run forward like that ever again.
Christ. You like.
I'm not even going to roll a reflex save because there's no way he was expecting that.
And he rolled a crit, so yeah, Kid has full on smacked you in the face for 9 damage.
So as I slam against the wall, that's half my health in a hit. Ow!
Might want to save some for Archer as well. Or,
Yeah, dog boy, get over here. And he's going to start going down. Flick, figure out the gold.
Flick is, at the moment, figure out exactly where the knife would have to go in between your shoulder blades to kill you, and then convincing himself not to do it. Then he's going to count the gold.
Okay.
Take your opportunity. I would expect it.
Oh, where's my book? That one. Because Flick, even. You can sit there and you're pretty quick at counting. That you can see there's 2 different types of gold coins coins, not gold coins. Some appear to be gold, but the vast majority of them appear to be copper. But looking over it all, you can very quickly estimate there's around about 800 gold coins. But the copper coins, there's a lot, like a lot. Like if you piled them all up, you could make a statue of you out of them and still have a lot left over.
Nice. All right.
So also, amongst these coins, there are two very specific little things. One is a belt. It's a wide embroidered belt. It's kind of like a sash, and it's emblazoned with images of fire-breathing dragons.
Hmm.
And the other thing, he said, flicking through the book to try and get a description of it. It's a small crystal. And let me just find where the... what is it? That one. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. No, it's... I apparently don't know the alphabet, so I can't fucking find it. Why is it not in there? Because I've... in weapons, not in... Ugh. I hate trying to do these things quickly, because now everyone thinks I'm an idiot and I can't read books. I completely know how to read, I promise.
It helps when there's not 37 different books to read.
Yeah.
True.
There we go. Found the right thing. There we... It's a transparent black crystal that has a faint, sickly glow.
Edgy.
Okay. A transparent black crystal?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm totally transfixed by the black crystal.
Mm.
I'm just sitting there, like holding it, like twisting it around in front of my eyes, like staring into it.
Do you have any ranks in either Knowledge Arcana or Spellcraft?
I don't believe I have either of those. Let me just see.
Thankfully, I have both.
Kid does as well.
Oh.
You may not be.
I
so
don't have
interested in
ranks
talking
in
to him.
spellcraft. I don't have ranks in spellcraft, but I do have the base 4 intelligence that I get on everything.
I think it's a train skill, isn't it?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Spellcraft
right.
is a trained skill, unfortunately.
Oh, phooey. What, you think just living in a place where there's no magic at all, I couldn't just know everything about it? Come on.
No, not so much, unfortunately. But by the looks of it, no, Varka looks over and goes, "It's a rock. That's
It looks
definitely
like
a rock.
Hmm.
That is the rockiest rock I ever saw."
Okay. Let's do this the scientific way.
Kid, when you are casting your detect magic, you are getting two very strong pings. One from that belt and one from this little crystal. Definitely magical.
Okay. Continuing to focus. What is? I think it will tell me what the school of magic is.
Yep.
I think it's
am
make a
interested.
spellcraft check to determine the school.
Yeah, so if you want
So
to
that's
do
what I'll
that
do.
while I crack open the book so I can learn and tell you, because I didn't write that down.
Damn, kid, you have a +9 in that skill, and that's what you do? Well, that would be on the first one.
Do you want that on the belt or on the rock?
I'll take it on the belt.
Okay.
And this one's on the rock. God damn, kid. Well, all right.
Okay, getting mediocre rolls is fine. Okay. Bum. Haha. Not getting much on that. Where's Where's the thingy? Ah, dang it. No. The spellcraft is not giving you enough to determine the
Well, that was
do you
looking
need
to see
that
the
detect
school.
the school or the aura?
Make one check per aura.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. You don't get it for either of them. But you know they're magical.
Okay.
You're going, yep, that's
I do know they're
some
magical.
magic.
Well, all right. Do they have any sort of writing on them?
Okay, let's. The crystal
Master's
does.
no proud. Okay. Can I read it?
It appears to be in Draconic, as most magical things are.
Glorious.
And
does it tell
the
me?
writing on it seems to. It seems to invoke not a story more, it's making reference to a creature that feeds off of others. Like it. No, what's the word? The writing seems to be making reference to this thing, like this creature or this type of creature that not only sustains itself, but actually rejuvenates off of the pain of others.
I don't want to look at this crystal. I'm gonna give it to Flick. I can't tell you how this thing works. Sorry. We can definitely try it. See if we can make it work.
Flick takes it back brusquely and he says, "Fine, said I wanted your advice anyway." He walks to the other side of the room and he's looking around to see if there's any casks or anything. The dwarves have to have left something drinkable in this place.
If you look around where some of the mining equipment is, you can see, yes, there are some tankards and a barrel that appears to have like a tap on it for filling with ale.
Fuck yeah! I'm
All
slamming the dregs. I'm slamming the dregs that are left in my flask, and I'm topping myself up. Hey, Ernst, the drinks are in here.
Unz goes, "Drinks is good." Charges through and starts filling up. If you have continued to be bagging up all of the copper coins, like if you're taking your time, take a good 5-10 minutes. Flick, these are some healthy dregs. You take one sip and go, "Oh, that's been sat out a little bit. I swear that has fermented more than it should be." You are a little bit drunk, so you're going to take a -2 on spot checks and a -1 on attack rolls and the like, because you're a little bit drunk.
Okay. Flick's kind of like sulking child, kind of like packing the bags. Deliberately not making eye contact with Kid or looking vaguely in his direction, really.
Well, Kid has approached Keldor and is proceeding to basically hit him on the nose multiple times as you would a dog that is misbehaving. If he had a squirt bottle, you can guarantee that's exactly what would be happening at this moment.
I really wish Archer was here.
Yeah. Flick,
I'm
if
hoping
you
with the nightly
continue
thing.
to bag up all of these coins. I've forgotten all the maths we did last time. Like how many? Basically, there's like 20.
Yeah, we worked it out too.
1,000 copper coins.
Jesus Christ.
So,
well, we're not
how many
carrying
bags you need?
all that with us. Like, we're not just going to walk around with giant bags full of coinage up this mountain, are we?
That and like 50 coins is like a pound.
Yeah.
So how much does that even weigh?
Well, if 100
Okay.
coins is 2 pounds, that would make 1,000 coins 20 pounds. So that's 20 times 24, which is... Oh, maths is not my friend.
20 times 24 is 480.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's 480 pounds of copper coins.
All right, everyone, grab a bag.
How many of us are there anyway?
This is the only advantage to carrying around this many people. What we should have done is paid the wolves and shit to carry saddlebags of this stuff down the mountain for us.
Hey, they're the ones who have the money and have just figured out how to use it. I'm not going to sit there and work on bartering system with them.
Okay. This is a mine, right?
Yeah.
This is a dwarven mine. So somehow, I think that the dwarves must have built in a way to get all their mining stuff down the mountain, right? Like maybe that river?
Well, you remember that the dwarves had a small stable back at their little hut, so you assume that they'd just make a horse drag stuff.
Okay. Well, either way, the money's ours as long as we, come back for it.
I mean,
Like-
I'm more than happy to say that, Zindrix hasn't sent them off on their way, so if you want to, you can quickly, tie a bunch of bags of cash to them and tell them to drop it off somewhere.
I'm up for that.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And give them
Chance they actually do it.
and give them a big bag of copper for their trouble.
Yeah.
He distinctly said copper.
Distinctly said copper, yes. I did not tell them what each type of coin was worth yet.
Oh yeah, if you bag up all of these coins, because there's 24,000 copper coins, there's 800 gold coins, and whatever the heck you got from last time. Did anyone write that down? I mean, I know I've got it written down. I just wondered if you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think the only coinage we got last time was 1,000 plus, you said.
Yeah. I'm gonna just give it to you and say you counted it. It was 1,200.
Okay, cool.
So collectively, you've got 2,000 gold coins, 24,000 copper coins. So bag them up however you will. We know that basically 100 coins is a pound. However much a sack can carry. How much can a basic burlap sack carry?
150 pounds.
150.
And these ones were half-sized, right? So we said 75 pounds.
Yeah. So if 100 coins is 2 pounds, each one of these sacks can take 75. So that means it can take a lot. Just
We're pushing the limits of textiles here.
yeah.
35, 37 and a half.
Yeah. So so each sack can take 3,000 coins in it easily. So we'll say that each sack 3,000 coins. So you can have one sack with just the gold in it, and 3 into 24 goes 7. No, not 7. It goes 8. There's my maths. So you'll need 9 bags filled with coins.
Yeah, I only brought 3 bags.
Anyone else got sacks?
Sorry. Well, we have several sacks, but does anyone else have a bag?
Could we haul out a goblin carcass and use that? No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna smack Kid the same way he smacked Flick earlier.
That was deserved. I'll take it.
Yeah, Cody, don't be fucking ridiculous, okay? That's just that's not possible. We'd have to use a troll carcass.
There is a troll.
No,
Well,
it
not
keeps
a troll, there's an
regenerating on you.
ogre.
Ogre carcass, whatever. Yeah,
Oh
troll
my
carcass
God.
would be worse.
Okay. I bet we could probably make something equivalent out of its eyelids.
Oh god.
So I've heard gold measured in hogsheads before. How the fuck do you measure it in ogre heads?
I guess we can find out.
Okay. If you are wanting to
True neutral.
cave out the innards of an ogre and use it to carry coins, whoever's doing that, first of all, is going to have to make a survival check to see how good of a job they do of, turning an entire corpse into a great big duffel bag.
God, why do I have good survival? Shit.
So
when you're talking about it, it seems like a great idea, but once you get right up here and you see this thing, you start to have second thoughts, and only a few of the second thoughts are about how good of an idea it was.
I mean, are you definitely caving out that ogre corpse?
Yeah, but I'm going to have to roll a fortitude save not to vomit. Because
That's
this
what
may
I
be
was
the
gonna
most
ask
grisly
you
thing I've
next
done in a
after
good
your
long time.
survival check.
Okay.
As soon as Flick realizes this is happening, I'm leaving.
I am taking Eliza out of the room as well. That's disgusting.
Yeah. All the sane people leave. Unst walks right on up, and he kid, you go to like cut this ogre's stomach open, and the stench of it, you're fairly certain you can see like an undigested just hand in there. Like, yep, that's a hand. Don't want to know what it was attached to. There's like a full pig's head. Like, don't even know how he ate it. Just like a full undigested pig's head, and you vomit. You vomit profusely.
Yep.
Unst, however,
right.
walks up and sees you and gives you a big hearty slap on the back and goes, "Ah, you're okay. You're to be expected. You're still young." Holy shit. Unst just rolled an 18 plus his survival, which takes that to like a 23. So Unst just cracks this open, pulls out everything, and yep. There's a pile of ogre innards off to one side. You now have a caverned out ogre duffel bag to stuff filled with coins.
You know
See
what?
this? This is wishbone.
Yeah, see, Unz does that.
You know,
What he
after
does is he actually
this,
just pulls out the rib cage. He goes, "Ah, look, he's wishbone. Someone want to pull with me?"
Kids walking out just puking profusely on the ground. Hopefully they'll blame it on the goblins.
What were you trying to say, Rebecca?
When this is all over and said and done, Owen should go into taxidermy. That might be a good look for him.
God. Kid walks out. He looks at meat sprinkles and is reminded of what he just saw.
Oh.
Don't puke
I'm gonna
on
need
him,
a minute.
please.
I'm gonna need a minute.
It's okay. Unst, he drags out the hollowed out ogre corpse and goes, "We putting coins in here? Come on, Unst will help." And just starts shoveling the coins handful by handful into this caverned out ogre corpse.
Oh, that's so...
He then proceeds to take out some rope, ties the ogre's legs together, and gives it to the wolves as they walk off. They head out the mines. They agreed they'd leave this at the dwarf hut, so that's yours when you get back there.
I hope you realize, like, once we get that again, it's going to reek, and no one's going to trade for it. Like,
I mean, gold is gold. Oh my
Oh.
god! I just
And this
can't-
was copper.
I can't help but imagine, like, just the fact that the dwarves will wake up, they'll go outside, they'll see a dead ogre filled with copper.
I don't even know if transporting an entire dead ogre filled with copper would be easier than transporting the copper by itself.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, what point did people think this was a good idea after I hit it? Like, I thought this was all a joke.
Who the fuck is carrying this duffel bag? It's gonna take 3 of us to each arm and leg to get this thing off the fucking ground, and then we're gonna have to fucking dump it to just somersault its way down the hill. It's gonna shoot copper in every direction.
Okay, that's why it's not our problem. We need to get higher up and away from.
So during this whole ordeal, a Flick has been sitting in the hallway, and he just walks back around the corner that we last came around, and he basically plunks down on the edge of the cave, finds something to sit on, and he's just sitting there, like, muttering to Spudnik and stroking him while drinking more.
even so, by the time we get back to that corpse, it's going to be rotted and it's going to be disgusting. I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah, but copper
You
doesn't
just-
rust. And when it does, it just turns green.
Oh,
Dear. Well, with that nonsense, Jesus fucking Christ.
I know, Matt. Imagine that.
Who wants some ogre skin tote bags now for a limited time?
Nobody. Nobody wants those.
Yeah, nobody wants that ever. Okay, you have now cleared the other branching off hallway. I'm assuming you're all going to take your sweet fucking time and recuperate after whatever this nonsense fucking was.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell Eliza everything's okay. You didn't see nothing. You saw nothing.
Eliza's just going to sit there and looking at her. Is it really going to be okay? I mean, that ogre, threw me against a wall, and now it's a big purse.
Listen, it's called karma, but it's gonna be fine.
It's a metaphor for life. One day you're giving everybody your terrible hands, and then their terrible hands are carrying you. There's something deeply profound in that, but
Trying to be philosophical or not?
I have a wisdom of 8.
Or just trying to be all joking?
No, this was a
Because,
point where he realizes that this was not a great plan.
Oh, now you realize that. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we need to climb up this mountain.
Yeah, well, where are you going now, guys? If you want to move yourselves.
I think there's one place we haven't quite explored yet.
Let's go, Eliza. I've had enough of this shit. Okay.
Flick doesn't make any move to get up as everybody walks past him.
I can help Flick up. Come on,
keep your hands off of me.
It's alright.
It's been a rough day.
Sometimes things make sense. Sometimes they make a purse out of an ogre.
Things to put in your D&D bag, Matt. Stories to tell your children someday.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
All right. So yeah, as Flick tries to, or his kid tries to stand Flick up. Flick kind of like.
Oh no, that's
Mako does that.
doing that.
Oh, so I don't know why I can't tell your fucking voices apart. Sorry, man. Okay. So he like freaks out a little bit when you say that, and then he like realizes that it's you and not kid, and he sort of like calms down a little bit, and he like goes to walk towards the front of the group, and the first step he takes, he like stumbles a bit, and then he stops and catches himself and does the like, no, I'm not drunk, like shakes himself off, and then he walks forward again with just that little tiny bit of, I'm not gonna fall, I'm not gonna stumble, because everybody's looking at me now.
That kind of drunk where you're pretending real hard to be sober.
Exactly.
I'm kind of waiting for you to like stand there, stretch your arms out, and touch your nose and go, see? See?
Pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't want to cut you off. Who is the one who currently has the belt?
I would have taken it unless anybody else expressed wanting it.
Well, we could test it. See if it's just something that we can activate just by having it on.
I reach into my bag and pull it out and throw it to you.
This is the same person who wanted to make a purse out of an ogre.
Yeah, I may not be the one trusted to make decisions here. I'm going to give this to Baco.
I put the belt up in the pack, back in Flick's bag. We will deal with this belt later.
Okay, I will accept that.
Okay. And forward. And I turn around and I start marching down the hallway.
You are currently manipulating Sputnik at the moment.
Where am I?
Off to the side.
Yeah, it keeps doing this. I can't see my token anywhere.
Good lord. There you
There
are.
we go. Yeah, okay. And boom, and boom. Okay. So, yeah, I start walking down the hall, but I, like, put my nose up and I start walking, and I take, like, 3 steps, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm the one who's supposed to be checking for traps. And he kind of like slowly goes from the like proud walking pose to the like, oh yeah, I'm crouching down and looking for traps over here, and stands up and over here. And yeah, I was totally doing that the whole time.
Alrighty,
Sense
roll
motive.
me a search
Is
check.
it okay?
If you say sense motive, Bucko.
Yeah, I wanted to see if Flick is okay, because he's acting kind of weird. He's fine.
Yeah, Varko, as far as you're aware, Flick is the finest he has ever been. In fact, you have never seen him look this good.
Maybe him stumbling around is him trying to trick the traps.
Okay, Flick. As you kind of look around, you don't feel like you're coming across any traps along this corridor. Everything seems pretty cool.
It's all good.
Alrighty. In that case, I will head forward and begin walking.
Okay. As you head down this hallway, similar to before, you start to hear the sound of rushing water. Not as vigorously as before. This doesn't sound like a river. This sounds more like a drain. Like, okay, water is coming through this area. And as you reach the end of a hallway, you can see that this corridor kind of seems to peer over what looks to be a rather large-looking, swirling mass of water that seems to be spiraling down towards something in the center. You're not very far above it. You're about 5 feet above it, and that's it.
Huh. All right. As I get up to the corner, I like slowly peek around the corner, and then as I realize Kid's coming up beside me, I like look back at him almost like he's another threat coming up behind me for a second because I'm not sure if he's going to hit me again because I went first. And then when it looks like he's not, I point around the corner and I say, "Whirlpool."
Huh.
I don't see anybody.
What did he say?
One
I
second,
think he
because
said
you
whirlpool.
might see people once I catch
Ah.
everything up. Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Need that. Doodly-doo. There we go. So,
I take it back. I see lots of people.
So, to describe this site for you, there appears to be 2 platforms, the side you are on and the side a bunch of goblins are on. They haven't made any notice of you yet, and I'm going to have you roll a move silently in a moment. But between these 2 platforms seems to be this rather large-looking whirlpool. Steam appears to be coming off of it as well. And just off to the side, there appears to be a small, separate room that's all on its own, connected to this whirlpool. And if you guys wanted to be coming down here silently, roll a move silently. If not, these goblins are just gonna... they don't seem overly aware of much going on yet. No, they are not remotely aware of you as you come down this pathway.
Okay. All right. So I see about 8 bowmen across the way. I don't think they notice us yet. We had the chance to get the drop on them. What do you think, fearless leader?
No, he's not leading.
Who are you addressing as fearless leader?
Kid, very sarcastically.
God, no. That's the point. Oh my God, Kid hearing the word leader is fuck. No, not me. No, you don't want me as the leader. Voice of reason maybe, but not the leader.
My character just shakes his head whenever he said voice of reason.
Flick grins because he might have found a name that bugs him.
So how do we want to play this one then?
How many are there altogether?
I only see 8, but that doesn't mean that there's only 8.
Okay. So let's see. As we're looking through this, is there a very clear way across from this area from one platform to the other?
Not an exceedingly obvious way. It looks as if there was a way over here, but it looks as if a whatever was there, whether it be a bridge or whatever, has been cut loose.
Over here?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks as if these two parts used to connect, not by stone, more by like a temporary like wooden bridge or something like that. But it is no longer there, either because someone cut it down, someone broke it, someone has just moved it away. As I said, this water, it's not that far below you. It's not like a drop or anything. You know, you can get in it and swim across and pull yourself out the other side. But you might not want to.
Yeah, it is spinning in like a whirlpool fashion, you said, right?
Yes. It
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
appear to be going exceedingly fast. Certainly not as fast as the river was going. But it looks as if
Okay,
it would
so-
be slightly difficult to swim across. Also,
Gotcha.
as I said, quite a lot of steam appears to be coming off of it. As you
It
get
is
closer, you
water-colored,
feel
right?
A decent amount of heat.
What does it smell like down here?
It has a rather distinctive smell. There's definitely the damp, mildewy smell, just like, ooh, yeah, that's steam underground. But there also appears to be a faint smell. You can equate it best to some kind of like, like rotting egg or something like that.
Lovely. And that's been getting stronger the further we come down here?
Oh yeah, especially around this whirlpool. This appears to be creating a very sulfurous smell.
So Flick goes fishing around in his backpack for a second, and he pulls out a little metal container about the size of a large coin, and he opens it out. He opens it, and he reaches into it, and he pulls 2 fingers out, and it's got a little cream on it, and he smears it under his nose like tiger balm, and then he closes it up and puts it back in his bag, and then he looks at everybody, and he's like, "What? Why are you looking at me weird?"
It's for the smell.
Okay.
When sewers are a regular part of your job, you get used to it.
Where was this whenever they were killing the ogre? Or deep?
I went around the corner.
Yeah, good plan. Okay. All right. I've had like the beginnings of a plan for this, but I need Meat Sprinkles to confirm something for me. Okay, Meat Sprinkles. You say that every single one of your people are greedy. Are they greedy enough to make a deal?
Individually, maybe. As a group, probably not.
Okay. That's actually precisely what I'm counting on. Okay, so give me this. If we were to offer a price for something very easy to do, but something that could put a significant amount of them in harm's way, would the one who is in charge be the one to negotiate that, or would he have an underling do it?
You killed that tribe chieftain. Chieftain?
Right, which
leader,
means there's a power
elected
vacuum.
Official? Not really sure how our culture works.
Understandable. Okay. Because I have a really shitty idea, but I also know...
Hollowing out ogre corpses?
Hey, that was an idea that I regret that decision. After this, that was not one of my better ideas. But I am 1 for 2 today. and I'm feeling lucky. But I do need someone who's better at bullshitting than I am.
Before we decide on this idea, maybe we should hear it.
Okay, so it's probably clear at this point that we can easily say we've been to one side of this place and to the other side of this place. And so if these guys know anything about the treasure that's in here, they may know that there was one place that had gold and one place that had copper, but they don't know which. So if we present a bag that has like the same noise as a coin, they couldn't tell exactly which is which. So if we were to go out there, announce our presence, but say that we'd be willing to pay in order to get it across, they may be able to go over to that one dip over in this area so that we can carry out the transaction. For whatever reason, it's not letting me. Aha, here it is. In which we toss over the bag, and they let us across. Now, given what Meat Sprinkles has just said, they're more than likely to just accept the bag and then shoot us. So this is my plan. If we have Flick go out there and be the one to say, this is the deal that we want to do, but claim that he can't carry the bag because it's too heavy, I could go out there. And if I can get close enough to one of them, I can start killing them. We can make it across once everybody is taken care of. Very little in the way of actual firing. Or we may even be able to show dissent among the ranks. It's a bit of a complicated plan that depends entirely upon the fact that they're willing to negotiate in the first place.
Yeah, it's kind of risky.
It is.
Yeah, this is just me. Why wouldn't they just kill Flick and then come across and get the bag themselves?
Ah, but I know from your nature that if they were to try and come across and get the bag, they would have to make it past the whirlpool. Is that a risk that you guys are willing to take?
Maybe. I mean, when I came through, there was a bridge. Maybe they moved it. Maybe they still have it. I don't know.
Ah.
Or maybe they broke it. Goblins break things.
That's true. So you got a 50% chance that they actually have the bridge. So then we have this other area playing in. As Griggle has mentioned, which I'm going to take to calling him Griggle now. He has earned the right to earn his true name. As Griggle has mentioned, they currently don't have a chieftain. That means there's a power vacuum. Now, the one who has the most money is the one who's in power. Is that right?
That's pretty much how it works. But, you know, I suppose they're his... Oh, you already killed one of his... Oh, two, even. You didn't really kill one. The big cube killed it. But you killed two. You killed, you know, the one who was a dick and a bully. I forgot the name we called him. Called him, like...
Poop Nose.
Yeah. Stupid Poop Nose. Killed him.
Yeah, he's the worst.
And killed, you know, the one who never shut up about the stupid god. Yeah, he was Smelly Face. That's what I call him now. But there are still
right.
the
Everybody...
other two. Meat Sprinkles or Griggle is gonna make a check.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah! He's gonna just point out and then very quietly whisper into someone's ear. Can see one of the leaders, one of the sergeants or lieutenants or equivalent goblin word for person of power but not leader, over there in the back.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, I have my plan in motion, but I'm only willing to go forward if everybody else feels comfortable with it.
Sure.
Since the moment that you suggested that Flick walk out in front of all these goblins, he has been staring at you incredulously. And at the moment when you say, okay, I'm good, you good? He reaches into his vest and he pulls out his flask And he drinks, and he drinks, and he drinks while staring you in the face. And he rolls a 6 on that fortitude check. So. And he closes up the flask. So let me get this straight. You bring me down here, up here, wherever, and I have to kill more green things than I've ever seen in my life. And then I go out and try and save Keldor twice. And then you almost break me in half for it. And now, your suggestion is that I walk out there in front of 8 more green things with bows whose every friend and family member we have just hacked our way through and hope that they don't turn me into a pincushion before you can get close enough to, and I quote, start killing.
I can see your notes. Okay. Given that notes, I will walk in front. Anything that's directed at you will have to go through me first.
I see, that's another issue. Why are we doing this? Why can't we just sneakily go in and try to attack them? Why do we have to lure them out? Why can't we just send meat sprinkles as like, hey, I found gold over here, guys, and then they come around the corner and we kind of hit them upside the head with no one.
See, that's is why I put it to a vote. See, we have the we have him here, and he's given us a very good suggestion. I kind of like that too. It still incorporates a lot of the ideas.
It's less using people as bait, I guess. I mean, I don't know where that comes across as a good idea, but you know.
I didn't want to use him as bait. I just wanted him because he's a better bullshitter than I am.
I'm gonna have to talk with you later about the definition of what bait is.
Okay.
You have to remind me.
Okay. I mean, worst case scenario, I can walk out and I can carry the thing, but then it's kind of up to whatever I decide to say.
Well, then you'll be bait again. We don't want to use bait.
Okay.
Guys, just out of curiosity, how quiet is this conversation?
We're whispering.
Well,
as much as
Well-
whispering can be.
you know you're really
Yeah.
drunk now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How quiet do you think you're being?
I think he is naturally, intentionally being quiet because he's used to trying to not give shit away on a heist, but
How often?
he's
have you
also
done
really,
heists
really drunk. I'd say at least half of them.
Yeah, that seems within Flick's characteristics. So, I'm trying to figure out what I should make you roll. To
I'm with you.
definitely
I think there should be a roll here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what would it be? Because it's not a move silently to be quiet while you're talking. So, what
No.
role do you think
What would that
be
be?
most
How about-
appropriate?
Maybe an intelligence check to see how constantly he's keeping aware of it.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me.
Oh, that's a 5 plus a 4 for a 9.
Okay, let me just do my own little. Holy fuck!
That would be a crit. That's the crit face.
Yeah. So Flick, you're kind of keeping it quiet. You're going like, you think I'm gonna and if you look over the other side, you see that the goblins have kind of gone. And each and every one of them, you can hear the distinctive sound of crossbows being loaded.
Okay.
Oh,
I need that
shit.
sack of gold now. A sack of copper. Sack of copper. Give me one. Give me one. Give me one.
There's more of them than there are of us, apparently.
Yes, but I have one last ace in the hole. Trust me on this and get prepared.
Okay. I
Right.
move further behind him.
Okay. Going to walk out and pray one of them knows common. Hello, we're trying to get our way across from here. I have this as payment. It is a sack of gold.
How
But-
are you walking out? Are you trying to look as non-threatening as possible?
I am walking out with both arms holding this bag of gold directly over my vital organs. But I'm going to say this now. If a single bolt comes flying, I'll toss it into the drink. It's probably about 500 gold in here, guys. Oh, shit, I should have said coins. Damn it.
From the back, this one goblin who looks... his crossbow looks a little bit more decorated. It looks bigger, and he looks a hell of a lot more competent at using it. He actually looks a little bit of a rough and tumble kind of person. He looks like he spent more time like outside than in, compared to all these other goblins. Anyhow, and he kind of walks on forward, and you see him waving his hand around at all these other people who they have firmly got their crossbows locked and aimed directly at you. He goes, meh, meh, meh. 500 gold.
Wait, what was that last one?
He just says in common, 500 gold.
More or less.
Over to the joinings. And he crosses over, and he puts himself here.
Kid's walking forward with the face of, oh, fuck, my plan's working, oh, fuck. Hold on, I gotta... Okay. All right, so first move on this one, guys. What do you want to do?
He lifts a hand and starts gesturing to himself and goes, show me, show me.
Okay. I am going to take the sack, and I am going to gesture to how it's tied on top, but I am going to hit it against the ground twice so we can hear that money noise.
And I'm ready to run out at a moment's notice. I'm in like the sprinter pose, like an inch behind where they can see past this wall.
Yeah.
Time for the drunken cheetah
What is
maneuver.
everyone else doing out of curiosity?
Vako will kind of be peering out and waiting to cast a spell at that main goblin guy.
Okay. Rebecca, what are you doing?
Just sighing heavily.
Damn dog.
Ignore him. He's misbehaving. He knows he is.
We're only going to encourage him by giving him laughs on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
We're just
Okay.
That is the background noise. Like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, what's happening?
And we all got to sleep, right? Like last
pardon?
session, I believe we all took the time to sleep, correct?
Oh yeah, you all took a good time of resting.
Cool.
Okay, so when you have like smacked the bag around, and it's made the jingly sound, he goes, show me. You say gold, show gold.
Okay. I go
I've gotta-
through and I begin to untie the bag. And that's the point when I say that to him.
You howl at him.
I say that.
Oh. Lord Chick.
Oh, okay. Let me just double check how this works. So you're doing a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Do, 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 do.
It only takes a vocal component.
Yeah, I'm just. What saving throw does he have against this?
There is no saving throw to it.
Oh dear.
Just happens.
Yeah, cool. I'm just trying to remember. Let me just double check his hit points. Okay, so yeah, and you're gonna have to remind me how this works off the top of my head.
Okay.
So
Who's murdering that dog? Jesus Christ.
no, he's misbehaving. I'm gonna go and deal with him in a second because we're about to go on break.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So just quickly describe like how the spell totally works, and then I'll go and figure out why my dog's being stupid.
Okay. The spell is Power Word Pain.
Mm-hmm.
If he has less than 50 hit points, for 13 rounds, he'll be taking, with this being the first round, he'll be taking 1d6 points of damage.
Okay, so he's going to take damage, and I'll mark that. And if everyone would roll me initiative, that is where
thank
we
you,
will
God,
take our
kid.
quick break. Let me just.
And he stops, of course.
Nope.
Never mind.
Okay. So we'll be right back after a very, not like very quick. It's not saying like, ooh, everyone hurry, but 5 minutes. Everyone go bathroom and all that good stuff.
After a brief
And-
dog scolding.
I will see you all shortly.
All right.
Okay.
BRB. thing that I might be able to do, but yeah.
Click that back
Oh, yeah, I
on.
thought you were listening to us.
Oh no, I'm not as good as computer stuff as Archer is, so I don't know how to make it so audio is coming from separate places. Hey Bruiser, hush hush.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and welcome back everyone. You'll see we have a new dungeon master who'll be taking over. He says hello. Mwah, good boy.
Everybody roll for cute.
No, he's not cute. He's misbehaved, and that's why he's up here. And as you can see, he's desperately trying to get over to where some girls are. Bruiser.
Oh, right. Kid, smack the shit out of him.
Let's do this that I need to do. Gobbos. And Gobbo. Boss. Yes, Bruce. Hush, hush. Oh, crap. NPCs. Forgot about them.
Nah, we don't need any of them. I'd rather die.
Give me range, you know?
And ones. Eliza. Okay, I'll put all of those things in quickly. Whilst I'm doing that, everybody, it's very nice to have you all back here for continuation of our dive into this mine. If you like us here, you should totally sign up and subscribe to Welcome to the Party's Twitch channel and even join their Discord group. There is information down below. TJ, tell people amazing reasons why they should join this while I type in numbers and you distract everyone from that.
There's a couple of good reasons to join us here at Welcome to the Party, and they go like this. This always sounds more awkward when I can hear the echo. It throws me off, but that's okay. For joining us here at Welcome to the Party, that's Welcome Party RPG on Twitch and Twitter. And the Discord is down below if you're watching this on the Twitch page. And if not, you should go there and look for it because it's way too long for me to list it off. And some of the nice things you can get for subscribing, just for subscribing, you can get a crit to give once per month to a player or DM of your choice. And that's on any of the games that they show here on the channel, not just ours. And if you ever felt like donating, there are all sorts of escalating benefits you can get, like giving a crit success or failure to a player or DM of your choice in any game here that they show on the channel. And you can go all the way up to even influencing our character sheets, like adding +1 to a stat of your choice. That can get interesting as shit quickly. And if you wanted to, if you had a crazy idea for an NPC that you wanted us to encounter at some point, or even an encounter probably, you could write that up and send that in to Matt with your donation, and he will find a way to work it into the game. Probably no matter how ridiculous. I'm sure there's a limit out there somewhere, but we have not found a limit to our ridiculous yet. So go ahead, try and be the one to push that. Find that limit. Help us. We all need to explore our limits together, right? That's how that works?
That's
I give you
exactly
our
how that works.
general consent. I consent for everybody to this experiment. How you doing, Matt? You need me to keep going? I can start inventing things. I can say you get a free unicorn if you subscribe for 12 months in a row.
Notice there is actually no free unicorn. Unicorns are free creatures and therefore cannot be held to any monetary sum.
Free, non-existent creatures.
Exactly. So you can have as many as you want. You just have to be able to store them all in one house.
Or
There we
one
go.
mind.
That's what I needed. Diddly-doo-doo-doo. Oh, Bruiser, calm down. There we go. Good boy. It's okay. Okay, so, that's convenient that the first person well, he's currently taking pain and is in severe pain. And his response to this is to shout out in Goblin something you guys don't understand. And then he is going to fire at Kid.
Oh, shit.
Who'd have thunk it? Kid, does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Okay. That is 7 points of damage.
Okay.
You see, he very, very quickly, almost as if he rapidly reloads his crossbow. And that allows him to make a rapid shot also.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Then no, only one hit then. So there's that. Kid. Quick question. Does he take damage on your turn or his turn?
I believe it would be on the turn count that the spell has.
We're
So
saying
I
that
guess
was the
wherever you want to
surprise
put it.
round. So that would be your turn. And surprise round has gone, so then, yeah, he's going to take more damage
Okay.
from that. So another
It's
minus
round
3.
2.
He looks not too happy. He looks like fine as far as like basic health and whatnot goes, but he doesn't look happy about being in pain.
Go figure.
Not
Okay.
into that apparently.
Okay. Then on
If
my
he
turn.
was, how much more awkward would this room be?
He looks very happy. Starts pinching a nipple and twisting it.
Okay. So, seeing as my my spell has been in place, I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to run my distance. I believe I can get there in one turn. And I am going to fall prone, make myself a harder target to hit.
Okay. So you're like gonna flatten yourself on the floor.
Yes, which I believe game mechanics wise makes it to where they get a -4 on attempts to hit me with a ranged attack.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And that's your move. Run and lie on the floor.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing I can do at the moment. I
Okay.
don't have my crossbow prepared, so I got to do that. Which, cool thing about a crossbow, you can fire it from prone.
Oh yeah, it's. I can't measure apparently. Okay, because Unst is gonna do almost the exact fucking opposite. He's gonna run there. He's gonna see what appears to be a minor obstacle. And Unst's response is to run and dive right into this and keep swimming across. So that took 50, so he's got another 30 movement. So he's going to swim across to there, if he can make a decent swim check. That's good enough. So Unst is running, he dives, swims to over there. He is currently in the water.
Go
Flick.
Unst. Um. There's no good options here.
Is there ever good options?
That was the entire point of the plan.
All right. So I'm in like a square hewn hallway staring at least 4 guys pointing straight at me with crossbows, right?
They've not really looked at you. They were all aimed at Kid.
Okay,
They've
and now
not
it's
paid
just
any
splashing in the water in
attention,
front of
really,
them.
to what was going on. Like they loaded because they heard you talking, but then Kid came out and they all went and turned their attention there.
So what's all like this? Oh, that's why it's not pinging. Okay. What's all this area down here?
That There's nothing there. That's like built up.
It's a bottomless pit.
It's not a bottomless pit. That's a wall.
Okay. So it's a wall up to the edge of the water.
Yeah. It's like a big basin.
Okay. Looking at this, is there any way that I could like spider climb my way across the wall, and like try and get in for a bit of cover behind this thing? Or would that
yes, because
not
that's like
look
a
doable?
separate little room building. If you want to try and climb across this very smooth-looking wall.
If I've climbed some pretty smooth walls before, does it look like there's any chance of a handhold or anything? Because he would totally chance it.
It looks like it could be doable. Yeah, like it's gonna be real hard, but not impossible.
Okay. Well, worst case scenario is I fall into the water and I'm in better cover, right?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be hard as hell to shoot you if you're in the water.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna run out and try. Actually, yeah. As I get to the edge, it looks exposed out there, doesn't it?
Pardon?
It looks like I'm gonna be really super exposed out on this wall, doesn't it?
You could go prone.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. What I was trying to judge is if with my movement ends like here, so I can't use like a run or anything to get along the wall. So I'd be right out in the open in the middle of the wall. Yeah. Running up and thinking of that really quick, I just dive in after inst.
Okay.
And I'll probably only get to about there.
Can you make me a
Maybe
swim
there.
check?
I will certainly try. Note to self: I am not carrying any of the giant bags of gold.
Yep.
We'll just
Come on,
use Keldor
Slim.
as the pack mule.
Right.
You
That's
tie
why
all
he
your
can't fight.
money to wolves and let them leave.
Yeah, we did that. Which is why I'm not sure why we have a bag of money to do this with, but that's okay. Swim check of 15. I did not drown this time, I don't think.
Swim check 15. You are fine. This water's really hot. It's actually... You are very much aware, if you were to stay in this for too much longer, it would probably start to physically scold you.
Oh. Okay. Duly noted, which is a really stupid thing to just dive into steaming water. But Unst didn't come up screaming and melting, which is kind of what I was going based off of. Note, how many minuses did I take on that roll? I didn't apply to it?
Is this for being drunk?
Yeah. Shouldn't I have a whole bunch of minuses for things like, not drowning myself in a moving pool? Probably.
Yes. You're drunk. This is moving water. There's like a -5 on that, but a swim check of 10 keeps you from being pulled under in this.
All right, just barely. Good.
Yes, you're like just holding on.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a 5 or a 6 that I'd have on that, a minus. So I knew it was close. That's why I brought it up. Okay, so barely keeping my head above water instead of confidently swimming. That's much more like it.
And as I said, you are very much aware if you spend any prolonged time in this water, it's going to start to scold. It's like you have jumped into a literal boiling pot of water.
All right, well, I'm swimming as fast as I can after Inst.
Okay,
Hoping that
Vodka.
he'll take all the shots for me.
Well, Vako's definitely not going to jump in the water.
Yeah,
He's
you
going to
didn't hear it from Unst, but you probably heard Flick go, "Ah, hot!"
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to jump in the water. But what I am going to do is I'm going to shoot at this goblin right over here with my crossbow.
Do that, please.
Yeah, go for it.
I think I might need to pick up a crossbow just for some extra range.
15. That hits. So for 4 damage, this goblin goes, "Eh!" But he's still standing strong.
Oh.
Well, for my move action, I will reload the heavy crossbow.
Alrighty.
I just figured out what we should have done. We should have gone back to one of the rooms filled with crossbows and loaded the entire party up with bows.
Wouldn't have been a bad plan.
You aren't going to be
Proper
short of
notes for next
crossbows
time.
after this fight.
Should we survive it?
Okay, Primrose.
Okay.
If you're saying, oh, there she is.
Sorry, I totally realized. Didn't roll initiative for meat sprinkles, but he was taking around to think heavily about what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. You just, responsible for my spells.
Sorry, what was that, Rebecca?
Trying to be responsible and hold my spells.
Okay.
I can't imagine there's too many guys left in this dungeon after this.
That would seem logical. I mean, from what you were told, Meat Sprinkle said, there was maybe like 40 goblins in total.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know if anyone's keeping a tally chart of how many goblins they've personally killed, but, you look like with these 9, that's gotta be, like at least 30-something of them.
Flick just sees blood on his hands.
Best I can do right now.
Okay. Inspiring Courage, everyone within 30 feet, which... Ooh,
Sweet.
Flick, you just get it.
Yep.
So that's Eliza,
I could probably use that
Varco,
right about now.
Primrose, and Flick are all inspired. Rebecca, would you like to give any flavor on how you're inspiring? Are you just whipping out your flute and going doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo? Or are you...
I am... Does it have to be musically inclined to inspire?
You
Not
could
at all.
give us a motivational speech.
People can use inspire courage through in performative dances.
You could cheerlead. Like, you could write us a sonnet, but I don't know how effective it'll be.
It's about a sick rap.
Just start freestyling.
Good. So I inspired courage with the quiet, not quiet, with a speech about us needing to have a long talk with kids. Over.
I've had 2 people tell me that today.
I like the idea of this speech, like, come on guys, we're going to do this. You know why we're going to do this? Because we need to have a long talk with kids so he learns what he did wrong.
Exactly.
And that is
Exactly.
enough motivation for Flick and Varco, I reckon.
My name is Primrose, and I'm here to say we're gonna kill these goblins all fucking day.
Exactly. Okay, that brings us to Eliza, who, she's not overly keen on running directly into goblin fire, but
Please don't.
she's gonna get herself in a position where
God
she
damn
can
it.
go and heal people if necessary.
Ugh.
Angus, however, seeing Unst charging in, is going to imitate. But he can't move as quick because he's wearing armor. So he can get himself to there. It's like, ugh! He's grunting and is somewhat frustrated. Okay, Gobbos.
Am
I
I in
have
his
1,
way?
2, 4, 6, 8. Let me count. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. Alright, 8 goblins.
Can't he move through one of their squares if they're willing?
Through one of whose squares?
Wasn't it Angus who got stuck behind them? Isn't that what he said?
No, he's not stuck. He can move if he
It's
wanted
not
to.
that he
As
can't
long as he
move
gets
through
space.
them. He's only got a movement speed of 20, so
Gotcha.
that's a full round action to get that far. 2,
Okay.
4, 6, 7. Do I have one more d20 somewhere? No, I don't. Dang it. Okay, so these are going to get split up. Some are going to be fired at Kid, some are going to be fired at Unst, and some are going to be fired at Flick. There's going to be 3 at Kid, 2 at Unst. Oh no, hang on, that's not maths. 4 at Kid, 2 at Unst, 2 at Flick. Okay, so Kid, the one's coming at you.
Sounds fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not applying the -4 yet, so I have a 22, an 18, a 9, and a 13. So -4s, take that to
Okay.
18, 14, 7, 5.
Okay, first one would hit.
First one, okay. 4 damage.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Just for flavor's sake, who is the one who hit me with that one?
We're gonna say it's this guy.
Okay,
Closest one to you.
got it.
Okay. The 2 going for Unst. 14, 16. Now I need to roll mischance because you're technically in cover. So 50% mischance. Miss. Miss. And the 2 at Flick. And roll for mischance. That one might hit, providing it's a good enough roll, but that one will miss. Flick. Does a 19 hit you?
Barely, yep.
Barely. Oh, you're lucky. 1 damage.
Yay. Ow.
Okay. It's then Gobbo Boss. He's not happy with all this nonsense that's going on. 1 second.
And he's going to howl relentlessly until we know it.
There we go.
That's the pain of the relentless indigestion I gave him.
Yeah, he's looking at Kid and going. He's pretty much pointed at Kid and he's going. He's going to fire 2 bolts at you. Okay, that's certainly not going to hit, and that's also not going to hit. Kid.
Ha! The power of lying down lives.
And he's going to take more damage. 3. There we go. Ooh, sorry, I just realized also Meat Sprinkles was meant to move. Meat Sprinkles kind of doesn't know what he should be doing right now, because he's only really good if he can sneak up and get to people, and he doesn't look like he's much use here. So he's going to stand back and he's basically going to shout out, Master Kid, what should I do?
I'm not your master anymore. You're a free goblin. You can leave if you want to.
No.
All right. Then your decisions are your own. Make good ones.
Yes. And with that, he's gonna rush out there, and then
And commit seppuku.
he's rushing
He
over,
just jump in the water.
and he's hoping to act as a mouse. Don't do that. He's hoping to act as enough of a distraction to stop people firing at Kid. So, Kid, now it is your turn.
Okay. I'm firing off the crossbow at Leader Gobbo.
Go for it. That is a hit.
All right, let's give Meat Sprinkle some cover. And he gets his 1d6 if he hasn't taken that damage already.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's a D6, isn't it? I've just been doing 3.
Yep. D6 every round.
Okay, well in that case I need to. 2, 6. Okay, so he. I need to actually take off a little bit more damage for him. He needs to lose another 2 hit points. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Is that everything?
I can do it in turn.
Okay. So, moving on to Unst. First thing, yeah. Unst. You can see steam coming off of Unst. As you can see that his flesh is turning a very bright red. If it was anybody but Unst, you would probably assume he's in pain. As he... Oh yeah, that's perfect. He can swim to that if he makes a good enough swim check. That's good enough for me. And he is going to swim and pull himself out. Get himself there. And he's going to swing and smack this little goblin next to him. That's a hit. So, do your damage. That plus his... Yep. Way to go, Unst. He pulls himself out of the water. His skin is red and physically, like visibly sore and slightly burned and scalded. And steam coming off him as he pulls himself out of the water, swings his greatsword down, and murders a goblin in front of him. And that brings us to Flick. Oh, yikes. Not good. You take 4 damage from the heat of this water.
Okay.
TJ, you're muted.
I'm totally muted. Ow, 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 ow. All right, so I'm going to bail on this idea, and I'm going to go back.
You're going to swim against
Straight
the
up
current.
bailing.
Going against the current?
Realizing exactly, well, oh yeah, okay, as soon as I realize that the current is pulling me this way, I'm going to try and go with it and climb out, yeah, down here.
Okay. Make a swim check
And
for me.
again, yeah, Sputnik's token is the only one I can see right now, so I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Yeah.
Come on,
if
let
I
me
just-
get to my swim
You
check.
can only pull yourself up into the doorway of this room here, because the rest isn't like there's not enough room.
And-
But you can stand yourself in the doorway.
Oh no. No, I can't.
Okay, no. In that case, as you try to swim, you get swept up in the current, and you are going to get moved from where you were. You're going to get moved to this spot. So
Can
pop
I,
yourself there, please.
Okay. For flavor, can I use the end of my... Well, I can't do any other like actual actions or anything, can I?
Obviously you can make a double move action, so you can try again.
Oh, well then I'll definitely do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if I could have done... I didn't realize I could do a double move action while swimming. That sucks. I would have just swam across. Okay. So, he dives in, he comes up from underwater, and he's like boiling hot and like, I did not think this idea fell through drowning at the same time. And yeah, I'm going to get to there and climb up again.
Okay.
And-
Can you make another swim check for me, please?
Another swim check. Why can't I roll terribly when it would have been fun and just nothing back in the river when there
Okay,
was nothing riding on it?
Flick,
I have to
you
do
put
it now when I'm
yourself-
down to 5 fucking hit points.
can you put yourself at this point here, a square away from Kid?
I've gone all the way around.
I had so much fun
Okay.
designing this, waiting for someone to get stuck in it.
Well, I'm glad I didn't disappoint you, Matt. Now I'm gonna die in it. Okay. Now that I am like fully like, I would imagine like coming straight up close to drowning at this point. As I'm like going under the water, I'm going to wrench Spudnik off of my throat and throw him into the air.
Mm-hmm. I just need to check if Spudnik can actually fly. Can pseudo dragons
Well, actual
actually
pseudo dragons
fly?
can. They do have a fly speed. Yeah, they do.
Okay, yeah. So when you hurl Spudnik into the air, he is going to just flap his way over to the side and lay down behind Kid. He's gone,
Good.
I'm going to put myself here. There's meat shields. I'm going to copy
Perfect.
Daddy.
And Flick is basically like Terminator 2ing, thumbs upping his way down into the lava at this point. Like,
Okay, so Flick, you're really, really struggling to swim. One moment.
oh my god, we
There we go.
didn't take into account the -5.
No, I have been. That's why you're being swept around. You're going.
Okay, gotcha. I was gonna say I'm dead.
So Flick, you're kind of like flapping your arms around, your little head occasionally pops up above the water. You've hurled Spudnik. Spudnik flaps away as soon as he can, and he makes a very panicked sound, like. And you hear a voice inside your head going, "Papa, no! Be safe, Papa!" Is that what he hears in your head? Flick is just thinking.
Yes, that's what I telepath back to him.
Varco.
Do I see Flick become like a ping pong ball around here?
Oh yeah, you can see Flick being like smashed around in this whirlpool.
Vaco
Should have climbed.
He drops his heavy crossbow and moves here. While taking out his 30-foot rope.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to throw the rope over at Flick.
Okay, if you just make a ranged attack, see if you can get it into his square. Like, it's pretty easy.
Alright.
Oh, hell yeah. In fact, for a crit, I like to imagine you swing this round, like it goes past Flick, but then since it gets caught on the current, it goes around and it hooks around Flick's waist.
All right.
Perfect.
You have...
Locker the cowboy.
Yeah, you've essentially lassoed your friend.
Hopefully I can pull him out before he gets cooked, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, he's got a means to quickly get out. You know, he's got a rope, he's got you holding it in place. It's all kinds of goodness. And that brings us to Primrose.
It's all good as long as you don't roll a 6 on that next d6 heat damage I take.
I'm not planning on swimming today.
You already
I would
went
recommend
swimming
not.
once
The
in this
water is
dungeon,
not
you don't
good.
want to do it again.
Do not come in. The water is not fine.
if I'm walking past Liza, can I like whisper something about like you think about being more self preservation or something?
If you
Um,
if you say that to her, she goes, but I'm here to help everybody, and sometimes to help
but
others
you
we must
need-
get hurt.
Yeah, but you are the healer. You go. That's it for us.
And, I need to get to places to heal. It's no good if I'm, 200 feet back and have to spend four move actions trying to get somewhere, and they'll be dead by the time I get to them. I need to be in places to rush around and help people.
Ugh, we'll talk about this later. Jesus.
That is.
And are you maintaining your
Yes.
inspire? Yep, I've
I
seen you are.
must do.
Yep,
I
that's
know.
cool. So everyone
I
around
get it
you,
now.
they are still inspired. That's good, 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 good. Okay. Move to Angus. Angus, who is seeing everyone not do so good in the water, he has decided he's going to make a different tact and put himself there, just behind Varco. He's got a different plan going on. Eliza, she can assume that Flick's going to need help when he gets out, so she's moving herself there to get a bit closer to him. And then we have Gobbos. The three next to Unst, they're all going to fire at him. One is going to fire at Flick still, and the other the other three are firing at Kid still. So, attacks on Kid. 9, 18, and 2. That's with the -4s applied.
With them applied?
Yep.
Okay, second one hits.
The 18, yep. 2 damage, Kid.
Okay.
The 1 firing at Flick. That's not even a hit. Never mind the miss chance.
Yay.
And the 3 going for Unst. Shit. Yeah, fuck. They all hit. Unst is going to get loaded with bolts. Okay, that's not pleasant. That's that. Meat Sprinkles. He is... So that's going to get 10 foot there. 30 foot there, yeah. He's going to position himself there, and he's basically planning to do a running jump over where this bridge was, but he knows he's going to need a run up first. Although, he is still moving, so if he was... Yeah, he can do that. So, he's going to take a running leap at this. What's his jump score? I need to go and look.
Did we put in skills for him?
Yeah, I'm just checking. Skills. Jump, jump. Watch your jump. Jump, 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 jump. Okay. So, what is the difficulty class for
15.
a
It's
15 foot jump horizontally?
Yep, it is.
And he does have a running start on this. So what would the difficulty class for that be? 15?
The running start eliminates the difficulty. So basically, he gets. He has to beat the jump by basically 1 time whatever the actual distance is.
Yeah. Well, he rolled a 16, so yeah,
Oh,
Meat
good.
Sprinkles leaps across and is on the other side, ready to fight people for Boss Kid.
Alrighty.
Gobbo Boss, appalled by this, he's gonna make shots at Meat Sprinkles. Shit. Yeah, they both hit. Fuck. As Meat Sprinkles lands, he takes a heavy amount of damage as 2 heavy bolts smack into him at point blank range.
Okay.
Ow.
I don't like the sound of that.
Okay. Let's see. So looking at what I have around me.
Hang on.
Uh,
I'm just going to quickly roll the d6 of damage. Okay, that's that done.
Okay. So I currently have 3 plans in action. The first, gonna come up from prone. I believe that's half of my move. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. The other one, I'm going to tell Sugar to fly down and provide a flanking bonus for Griggle if possible.
Yep, that is doable.
Okay. Sugar's fly speed is 40, so
Yep,
should be
sure
good.
You can get over there and start flapping around in Gobbo Boss's face.
Cool. I'm going to say in Draconic, I think it's time you became a man to Spudnik. But I'm not going to give any further explanation to that statement. And I'm going to fire light crossbow directly at Gobbo Boss.
Go for it.
Hold on, I gotta apply the ones because now I'm within range.
Yes, you are. That's a hit. Gobbo Boss looks to be doing about as well as Meat Sprinkles.
Okay.
That's a lot of stuff going on. Unst, yeah, he's gonna 5-foot adjust, put himself there, and attack 1. Yup. Fuck me, Unst. Why did I make you and put you in a room? Because then cleave. Yup, that's a hit. And yup. I never should have let Unst come in areas with mooks. Because he always deals a very good base damage that most of these things don't have in hit points. 1 second. There we go.
Honestly, I kind of like the dog screaming. It just does such a good job to these goblins.
Yeah, that's the sounds they're making. They're going, "Ah, ah," as Uns just stands there, slash, gleefully, bathing in showers of blood.
Ha 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 ha.
Aha! This is lots of fun. Reminds me of time with Northern Raiders. Ha! Ha! Take that, dirty goblin. And Flick. Okay. Still in the boiling hot water, you take another 3 damage. But you now have the assistance of this lovely rope. You can very easily pull yourself out onto the side. No check.
I am going. Okay, I'm gonna do that with no check. And as soon as I get out, I'm gonna collapse onto the side and just be like visibly shaking, and more or less curl up into the fetal position and pull my flask out and attempt to take another shaky ass drink.
Just to remind you, like your any exposed skin is bright red. Steam is physically coming off of you.
And
You
now your
are-
ale is warm.
Yeah, you are soaking wet through, and you. It feels as if boiling water has just been poured all over you. Like that's how everything is. Like your hip flask is boiling hot. The ale in it is really hot.
Okay, so I pull the flask out, and when it's boiling hot, I probably drop it, and I just crawl over towards Sputnik behind Kid.
Good call,
I got you covered.
Varco.
We're seriously going to have to talk about tactics next time we get a chance. I keep saying that, but I never do.
Oh, hey.
I've just noticed something. Our good buddy Archer has just given.
Yeah, I just noticed that too.
Yep. So you've got a crit to use when you see fit. Hopefully you can use it to not die.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Sorry about interrupting you there, Varco. What are you doing?
Thanks for that, Archer.
I'm going to go ahead, since Sputnik and Flick are okay, I'm going to take a 5-foot step over here, and I'm going to shoot at this guy with my Scorching Ray.
Ooh, Scorching Ray, go for it.
And it's a ranged touch attack.
Yep, that's certainly... Ooh, holy shit. That's minus 17.
It did that weird thing on the digital dice again where it rolled 3d20s and 4d6s. So
God.
he rolled 21, 20,
I'll have to give you my macro for that.
44. Yeah.
Yeah, it's come up fine for me.
I don't know why it does that. It's weird.
Either way, your Scorching Ray, it fires across, it hits this goblin who has his crossbow like right up against Meat Sprinkles. And he essentially immolates. He sets on fire as he lets out a very loud little goblin scream and falls into the swirling vortex of boiling water. Unconscious, dead, dying, burnt to a crisp, and drowning.
Vaco pulls up his hand in like a gun motion and just kind of blows on his fingers.
All right.
Nice.
Perfect.
This is the perfect counterpoint of badassery to all of my nincompoopery.
Okay, Primrose.
Okay. Here I am, realizing mine had moved again. So the goblins are still firing at us.
Yes, they are.
Okay. Okay. I'm just keep going.
You're keeping everyone inspired. I'm assuming this is just you continuing your rant about you need to have some serious words with Kid. You just...
And now Eliza, yes.
Yeah, and now Eliza. Okay, is there anything else you want to do, or just that?
Again, there's not much I can do.
Okay. Eliza, she's going to shuffle over. She's gonna see Flick. She's gonna politely ask, Mr. Flick, sir, how hurt are you? Like, really, really hurt, or just really hurt?
Help me.
Oh, really, really, really hurt. Okay. She's gonna touch you, and you can take back. Okay. 24 hit points.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm back to max, baby. The boys are back in town. Let's kill some goblins.
And Angus is gonna get to there.
They'll probably all be dead by the time my turn comes around now, but that's okay.
Okay, Angus is gonna put
At
himself
least I won't be dead.
there, so he can try and leap over next turn. He can only move so far. Remaining Gobbos. This one here is going to turn his attention to Unst, because Unst is just murdering all his friends. This one here is going to try and shoot at Meat Sprinkles. And
Does Meat Sprinkles get an attack of opportunity for that?
Yeah, he does. So Meat Sprinkles attack of opportunity. Shaboom. That's a hit.
And I'm assuming Sugar is like right there.
Did you want Sugar to be given flanking just on the Goblin Leader, or the...
Oh, okay, I did say Goblin Leader, so Sugar would not be there at this moment.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay.
Yeah, I want to give it to you, but I can't figure out how to justify it.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, okay, but no. Meat Sprinkles hits.
Okay.
It's a decent hit. And no, the guy firing him certainly doesn't fucking hit, not with a 2. So the 2 firing at Unst, 16 and 11. One of them hits. It's a pitiful 2 damage. Unst doesn't even care. And the last 2, they're going to continue... well, they're seeing that Angus looks like he's going to charge over, so they're going to shoot 1 at him and 1 at Kid. Hitting Angus. Well, I don't know if they're going to hit Angus. Oh yeah, that hits Angus. And Kid, does a 14 hit you?
Negative.
Nope. Okay, well, Angus gets hit. But Kid does not. Okay. What Meat Sprinkles is going to do, because I'm going to say that, Sugar is roundabout near him. He's going to try and tumble around this fellow to stab him in the back. With a 16 on the die. Yeah, Meat Sprinkles easily tumbles round. And he's going to stab in the back. That's a check. And he's going to deal his sneakity sneak attacks. Check, 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 check. Meat Sprinkles... Oh, nope. Meat Sprinkles isn't dead. That guy's dead. As Meat Sprinkles rams his sword through this goblin's body, pulls it out, and pushes him into the swirling, boiling whirlpool of awfulness and death. Gobbo Boss is dead. Kid, it's your move.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so does anybody else want to be Goblin Soup today? Apparently, yes.
Okay, with
That's a negative one
intimidate of -1, which is a nat 1 with a -2 modifier. Kid, basically, at this moment, we are made all very much aware of your age. As your voice cracks, you go, "Does anyone want to be Goblin Soup?"
And your pants fall down at the same time.
I mean, that's less
A
embarrassing.
negative
Yeah.
intimidate?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You realize that
actually would have been better off
Actually,
we actually would have been better off if you didn't say anything.
I actually couldn't.
In fact, I've
write it
inspired them.
better.
No. It's like that dream where I'm naked. Oh no, it's really happening.
Kid, are you doing anything else?
Do
Do
you
about all
want
I
to smack
can
me
do.
again while you're at it? Like...
Who are you shooting at?
That would be at this guy, and that's without the Primrose buffs on.
Okay,
So that'll actually be 20 for 7.
Yep, so -7. This goblin's
Firing at the one who
laughing
laughed
you,
at me.
and then you shoot it right in the eye.
Go.
He's going like.
I've had a long day.
As you've hit him in the eye with a crossbow bolt. He's still alive, but not happy.
I've had a
Cute
long
dog
day.
howl.
Unst is going to continue his personal assault on all things goblin. Move that way. That's a hit. That's a murder. And that's all he can do because he can't go back on himself and start. He's essentially pulled himself out of the fight, leaving you of these last 3. Flick, how you feeling, buddy? Feeling better?
I think so. I think I'm feeling better. I think I got pulled out of the steel mill. So Flick is going to instantly sit up and like shake it off, and then he's going to turn into like a sprinter's pose again, and he's going to leave Spudnik there. If I can pull my token out, not his. There we go. And he's going to sprint as fast as he can down to the edge here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to jump or tumble. I guess it'd be a jump across the gap here.
Yep. Are you rolling, or are you going to make use of your free crit?
I think I'm going to use my crit for that one.
Alrighty. We all know how much I love
And-
crits. So.
Actually, hold on. Let me look. Yeah, we'll use the crit for that because my jump is only a 2. So
Yeah, probably a good idea. And as I said, we all know how much I adore rewarding crits, even if it was given to you by somebody and you didn't get it yourself. But still going to reward it. As you leap, you can throw a dagger.
awesome. Okay, regular throw, right?
If it's on this guy who Griggle is kind of blocking, then it can be a sneaky throw.
All right, that's the one I was trying to get anyway. Okay. It's an attack of 30.
Obviously, there's a +1 to these because you were inspired.
Oh, but there's a -5. So it's a 26.
Either way, that's still a hit.
Yeah.
As you rush over, you leap, you pull your dagger out, you hurl it. It goes not in, it through this goblin's neck as he just collapses backwards. And you land firmly on the other side. If you like, you can say you did some cool stuff, like you ran along the wall, or when you leapt, you did like a double front somersault with a full twist and threw the dagger during the twist. If you wanted to be cool about it, whatever you want. You can Prince of Persia, run across the wall and do it. Whatever sounds coolest.
He totally like dives out into the air and pulls like the single somersault in the middle. But right before he does the somersault, he like lets the dagger go and then pulls the somersault into the landing, and then comes up in a 3-point.
Nice. I'm assuming arming yourself with at least one other dagger as you stand up.
2 for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. It's beautiful. Okay. There are 2 goblins that seem to remain. And Varka, it's your move.
It's just 2 goblins and everyone else is over there. Vako's just gonna slowly wrap up his rope and walk towards his dropped heavy crossbow to pick it up.
Okay, yeah, good. I'm good. You guys have got this. Okay. Primrose? You doing anything at these little goblins still, or you leave them out to everyone else?
I think I've had enough of bashing Kip for one day.
Okay.
I am done with my inspiration.
Yeah,
Okay.
drop the inspiration at this point. You're fairly certain everyone can do their stuff. Alrighty. Angus. He's going to try and leap across this. Huh. He does. Even in his pretty hefty armor. So he can... So he run. He jump. Then he can make a very small adjust and put himself there. And he's pulled his hammer out and he goes, "Alright then, let's fucking do this." Ew, you're almost all dead. Damn it, Unst. Eliza, she's fairly confident everyone's good. And he's going to turn to Primrose and goes, "See, if I had not rushed out all this way, you know, a poor Flick, he could have died, and that wouldn't be good, would it? You know, I know you're scared, but we need to think of everyone else before we ever think of ourselves."
That's what I do.
You
Not saying
liar!
you shouldn't have. I'm not saying you shouldn't have. You just run out all the time. I don't know where you are. It's scary for me.
Okay. The goblins, last 2. They're going to shoot at the biggest threat they can see, and that would be the 6-foot, built like a brick shit house man in a breastplate, brandishing a rather large warhammer at them. And they both fucking miss. Fuck. Meat Sprinkles is gonna dash his way over there. Slip his sword in the side. Ooh, Meat Sprinkles has missed for like the first time ever. As he rushes over, he mistimes his step and slides a little bit. Can't get the hit in.
Is that with the flanking bonus?
Well, no, he rolled a 5 on the dice.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Unfortunately for him. So, sad times.
Okay.
Kid.
I'm walking my distance, and I'm going to fire at the one directly behind him, because Meat Sprinkles has placed himself in a very potentially not great spot.
This guy.
Yeah.
Go for it. Whew! Okay, so that's a crit. 11 damage. Is that with the +1 as well?
That is with the +1, yes.
Okay. This is the same one you shot in the eye a moment ago, isn't it?
Yep. I split the arrow, or I split the bolt.
Yeah. You...
Same eye.
And his head doesn't explode. It's not that impressive, like, because physics. But you hit the bolt that's in his eye, it buries itself deeper in, and comes out the other side as he just collapses.
The bolt stuck to the wall with an entire skull attached to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And you know what? He's a goblin. He doesn't weigh much. You have made his entire body be flung back, and he is now pinned against the wall through his eye socket.
Very nice art there, kid.
I mean, it's a gift.
Unst is going to casually head back, so that's 10 feet. He can't get back to help. So he's going to walk back around the corner and be like, "Your guys still not finished? Jeez." And Flick, it's your move.
Okay, so Flick comes out of this 3-point, and he looks somewhat a little more mechanical than usual. Like for anyone who's looking, he doesn't really have much expression on his face, and he stands from this 3-point and immediately dives forward into a tumble to come up behind this goblin. And does he fail the tumble? No, 21 for a tumble. So it's flourishy and awesome like normal. And he comes up right behind this goblin, and instead of throwing a dagger like he normally would, he walks up behind it, and he's going to simultaneously grab it by the top of the head and stab it in the throat from the front.
Nice.
And
just so I can envision it in my mind, the tumble check you were doing, I'm assuming like lots of handsprings and then walkovers and things like that. So you're going like, you're doing like some fucking Bruce Lee shit. You're going like, ha 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 ha.
It's more practical. It's just a somersault along the ground to get to him. Actually, it's not as crazy as it would normally be. And he comes up right behind this guy and
Sneak
attack
attack.
roll of only
9.
9. Wow.
That's not
Minus
gonna
5.
hit him.
Yeah, I couldn't see that tumble check taking any negatives to that, but goddamn, the 9.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Like, I love the
So,
idea you've
right
kind
as
of gone
I-
all the way over, but you just ever so slightly mistime the dagger, and you slash the dagger like a few inches away from his neck. So you've done all of that. You've touched him. You've dragged your dagger, but you realize, fuck, I mistimed it, and I slashed like a few inches away from his neck. Shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, nothing else I can do, right?
Unfortunately, no. Varko, you've gone over, picked up your crossbow.
Yep. At seeing this, my character just kind of like sighs, loads the crossbow, and shoots at the last guy.
Go for it.
If you hit me, I swear to God.
It's all right. I have the point blank shot.
Good.
Point blank shot's only 30 feet, right?
Yep.
Oh,
You have point blank and precise.
Oh, let me see what I have. Something.
Yeah, it's precise. Is
True
the one
shot,
you
I think,
fire
is
with
what
you're-
melee.
I have precise
Oh, yeah.
shot. Precise shot. There it is.
Okay.
That will be more
Do
helpful.
we get an attack bonus for Primrose's thing?
Yeah.
Still, yes. Lasts for 5 turns after she stops. Or they stop.
Even if you leave the 30-foot area, or do you have to stay within it?
No, if you leave it, you still get the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, that's a decent hit. This goblin ain't looking so happy. It's surrounded by a goblin and a halfling, and it's just got a crossbow in its chest. Well, crossbow bolt. You didn't throw the whole fucking crossbow. That'd be impressive.
I'm not that good yet.
Primrose, are you doing anything, or you just letting this fight wrap up?
I am quietly sulking after being scolded by Eliza.
Quietly sulking. Is it a visible sulk? Is it, like cross your arms and go harumph sulk?
More like crossed arms, but just like stoic face, just like
Okay. And
Quietly sulking should be the name of the team.
as you do that, Angus very proudly and brazenly walks over. Yeah, he does. He hits that. He hits that for max damage and caves in. And he's
Wait.
clicking on the wrong. He didn't hit himself. He clicked on the wrong token.
He didn't kill himself? That's good. It would really suck if the prince came all this way just to fucking murder himself in a
He walks
goblin
over,
fight.
swings
Force us
his
to do all
big,
that extra
hefty
work.
hammer down, caves in this goblin's skull, and as the goblin falls to the floor, he's like spits down on it and goes, "Ah, take that, you dirty little goblin! Fuck, bitch!"
No offense, meat sprinkles.
Goes, "No offense, little fella. It just took me so long to get over here. I just was so angry." And we are practically at time, so that is a fantastic place to wind up tonight's session. We hope anybody who has been tuning in has enjoyed this, and we also hope if you continue to to enjoy things here by going and checking out Welcome to the Party and doing the things. Check out their Twitter. It's Welcome Party RPG. Check out their Discord. It's in the link. You can follow me on the Bardic Knock. You can find that on Twitter, on Patreon, on all kinds of different mediums and the like. And it's good. It's grand. It's fantastic. And with that, we are going to sign out, unless anyone else wants to quickly say something about themselves or someone else they feel should be mentioned.
I think we're pretty good. We got all of our... Oh, actually, looking at this, I don't see our normal plugs in the corner.
No,
Probably
so
'cause
very-
of Archer's
I had to
configuration.
very quickly put this together.
Okay,
That's
then
all
I
good.
guess in that case, check us out on Twitter. Archer has done the art for a lot of the characters that you see on the screen at the moment, and you can see him on Arch the Eye at deviantart.com. Kids art, as well as a few other awesome drawings that you guys may want to see, is on thomasart at tumblr.com. Once again, fairly easy to see down in our little replayable area down in the bottom middle. All right, I'll let our host figure us out.
Alrighty, and I believe we're probably going to be going and raiding Castle Mac, and I believe they're continuing their adventures through Barovia in their Curse of Strahd game. So, if you're around, go check that out. It'll be loads of fun. And we thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week with better quality and less streaming issues and less dogs crying. So, thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening. Once again,
Bye.
I am the Bardic Knot.
Bye.
This is Welcome Party RPG. Check us out, like us, and goodbye.